Hello lovelies, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne and you're welcome to my space. So in today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make a structured sleeve, okay, like you see in the picture. So let's get right to it. So I have my wording, okay, I have my wording here and I'll be using my bicep measurement, okay, plus 2 inches of ease to that. So my bicep is 15, and then I'll be adding 2 inches of ease to that, making 17 inches. Okay, so mark your 17 inches. And then for the length of my sleeve, I'll be using just 7 inches for that. Okay, so 7 inches. Next is to cut this out, and then the next thing is to split this into two, okay, because one is going to go for each sleeve. All right, now the next thing, I have already cut my bridal satin. I've cut two for each, okay, that is to serve as the main lining and the main fabric itself. My satin is 18 inches, okay, for the width, and also for the length it is 8 inches, okay, so 8 by 18, because I'll be needing half inch all round so that I'll be able to sew my lining to it and flip it over. Okay, so I'll just flip this over so you see what I'm talking about. I'll need half an inch all round, okay, just as you see. And then now I'm going to be ironing my wording on my fabric, okay. So make sure you iron this very well. It has a tendency to not get properly ironed or stick to the fabric. So at this point, just make sure you iron this very well so that it sticks really well to your fabric. Okay, so after ironing, the next thing is to bring out your main fabric, okay, and then I am going to be sewing to this point just like that, okay, half inches. Make sure you don't stitch on your wording. All right, make sure you don't stitch on that. I'm going to be doing the same thing to this. I'm just going to sew half an inch at the top and then at the bottom part, okay. So guys, I'm done with the stitching. All right, so I'm just going to flip this to the right side now, but before that I'll trim off the excess I have around there before flipping this over. So after flipping this over, go ahead and press this really well, press this down really well, okay. Then next, grab your chalk and then make sure you divide this sensibly, okay. Just divide it sensibly so that it's almost even. Right, so after marking all my lines, I'm just going to go ahead and then connect this with a rule, okay. This point, it was so funny, I couldn't find my rule and so I had to use a filer, but later on I found my rule and I used it to correct my lines, okay. So just go through all of that. Right, just connect your points, just make sure you have a straight line, okay. So I'll do the same thing to this sleeve. I have done that off camera, but this time around I use my straight rule. I'm just going to make sure that the lines are completed. So I'm going to use my chalk through the parts that it did not it was not prominent. I'm just going to make that visible, and I'm going to be running my machine through all those lines, okay. Now this is what I have. Right, this is what I have after running my machine. Just go ahead and press it, or you can leave it like that, okay. You can just leave it like that because it's also a style. but I went ahead to press mine. Okay, and then next I am going to be folding or pleating this like so. I'm just going to pleat one side like that. All right, and I'm going to hold this with my pin. Yeah, hold this with your fist pin and then do the same thing to the other side, just like I'm doing. Okay, so after that, just hold it with your pin. All right, then we're going to use your machine to hold this down. Run a straight stitch to hold this down. I'm going to be doing the same thing to this as well. So guys, I'm done and I have run my overlock stitch to clean the edges. The next thing is to attach this to my blouse. Okay, so pay attention to how I'm going to be attaching this to my blouse, guys. So I'm going to be matching this right sides facing each other. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and place this at where I want it to be, and I'm going to be using my office pin to hold this down to my armhole. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to be doing the same thing to the back as well. So just position it at the right place and then hold this down with your office pin. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to sew by the allowance I have left. Okay, and then to the other sleeve, I'm going to be doing the same thing, right sides facing each other. Sorry, I kind of was working away from the camera, but it's not visible now. So just go ahead and pin this down. Okay, pin this down really neatly, and then do the same thing for the back as well. And here, make sure you are placing this exactly where you place the other sleeve so that it doesn't look different. Okay, it looks the same. So make sure you eyeball it very well before you pin it down, or you measure. You can go ahead and use your tape measure to measure this down before you run your machine through it. Okay, so guys, I'm going to run my machine through and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also join my Facebook page, Sew with Anne. Okay, let's get interactive over there. I love you all so much. Take care and have a nice day. So this is the final result of the sleeve. I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next one. Take care and bye bye.